The Girls on the Bus has surpassed its halfway point in the season with episode 6, which followed a slightly different format from previous episodes. The Girls on the Bus is based on the book Chasing Hillary by the show's co-creator Amy Chozick. The 2018 memoir chronicles Chozick's time on Hillary Clinton's bus during the 2008 and 2016 presidential elections. Additionally, The Girls on the Bus is inspired by The Boys on the Bus, meaning the political drama spends a good amount of time focusing on the race, candidates, and the involvement of the journalists. However, with the Girls on the Bus characters unable to make a stop along the campaign trail, the episode took on a different tone and focus. Thus far, The Girls on the Bus has done a good job balancing the 4 female journalists' personal and professional stories, fleshing out each of the characters inside and outside of work. Without the candidates in The Girls on the Bus episode 6, viewers saw the journalists spend more time with each other, highlighting both their differences and similarities. Sadie and Grace found a lead. Sadie and Grace made headway in their story. At the end of The Girls on the Bus episode 5, Sadie and Grace decided to team up to follow what could be a major investigative story into Walker's donors after Sadie received a series of anonymous tips. With Walker having won the South Carolina primary, bringing her one step closer to earning the Democratic nomination, the story seems even more pressing. Fortunately, Sadie and Grace were able to find a potential lead in The Girls on the Bus episode 6. With Walker having fired many of her employees in The Girls on the Bus episode 5, Grace and Sadie started looking into connections between her donors and now ex-staff members. They discovered that Missy Monroe, a videographer Walker had fired, received a scholarship from a nonprofit where Walker was also on the board of directors. Their discovery could mean Novak, who founded the nonprofit and donated $20 million to Walker's Super PAC, is one of her supposedly shady donors. 9. Sadie's was trying to ignore loafers. Sadie can't go through loafers officially for quotes. Finding out more about Walker's Super PAC became more difficult when Sadie confessed her relationship with loafers to Bruce and the Sentinel. While she was able to keep her job, Sadie isn't allowed to go through loafers officially for quotes the way she's been doing in The Girls on the Bus. Though she could go through Benji, Walker's new head of communications, he is notoriously tight-lipped and is much less helpful than Loafers has been. Initially, Loafers was upset and confused by Sadie going to Benji instead of him, as he felt it made him look bad in front of his boss. Sadie confessed to Loafers that Bruce and the Sentinel knew about them, and Loafers became more understanding of her situation. Sadie was still upset by what happened and Loafers apologized and agreed to give her all the space she needed. However, that proved easier said than done when Loafers was put on Walker's bus with the journalists.